Hey, and if you want to inspire a little reader, then check out these bookmarks. So they're personalised and monogram. They're magnetic and they fit so that you can either pop them right in or the letters will fit on the top of a book. These are made on magnetic cardstock and they're double-sided. Hi, I'm Sarah. I'm the crafter and designer behind this channel, and I'm here to help you become your own designer and get the best of your Cricut machine. And today we are making these double-sided monogram bookmarks. We're using my free monkey alphabet, so I'll drop the link for that below. There's a full alphabet and number set. They're free to download. Plus I've got, I'm going to say, dozens and dozens, if not hundreds of printable alphabets. So have a scroll through and you can use any theme you want. You'll also need some magnetic cardstock and whatever cutting machine you want. So this magnetic cardstock is amazing because it's a thin magnet, it's a bit glossy, and it prints and cuts perfectly, and I use it all the time. So it goes over definitely a single sheet of paper, so if you pop it in a book for a bookmark, it works really well. It's also a really good idea that you can make that and pop it, like make a little tab in a birthday card and pop it in, so that then it gives kiddies something they can use after their birthday, and I love that about them. So what we're going to do is we're going to head over to Cricut Design Space and I'm going to show you how it's done. So we're going to start by uploading our file. So we've got a monkey file here. So I've just grabbed that from my download and I'm uploading it as a flat graphic. So once that is uploaded to Design Space, I've got a few here for a few options. I'm going to go in and get another one just so that you can see me uploading. So it's going to upload file, choose the file, select it, and then click on flat graphic, and that will upload any free alphabet that I've provided or any other file to Cricut Design Space. I've already taken the back off for you so they're ready to use. Once you've done that, then you can select all, so right click and select all and just drag them smaller because they do come in quite large. I create the files larger so they can be used for multiple things. So once you've dragged your letter to one side, you're going to select a letter and pull it to the middle of your canvas. This is the first one we're going to work on. Go to the shapes bar and I'm grabbing a rounded square and you're going to unlock it. So if you go to the very top bar, there's an unlock tool. So I've unlocked it and I'm dragging it long so that it's slightly rounded, and that's going to give me my bookmark shape. I'm going to right click and send that to the back, or the other way to do it is going to the sidebar and click on your layer and drag it up or down so that you can move them around that way. Go to make it a little bit wider, just pull it wider and then you can just drag it so it's more central. But it's your bookmark, so whatever you want to do, as long as your top is attached, it needs to be overlapping. Then we're going to add a pattern. So you're going to go up to the top bar and we are going to make sure we're clicking on our oblong, and then we are going to click on basic cut and choose print and cut. Once we've got that, click on the black dot, go up to pattern. So click on color and drop down to pattern, and then you can scroll through and find a pattern. And there's this really nice little leaf pattern. So once you've got it, click edit. And when you edit it, you can scroll it in so that you haven't got tiles. Can you see how I'm scrolling it in and you're getting rid of the tile effect? You can have tiles or you can get rid of them. So once you've got them, there is the start of your bookmark. So now I'm going to duplicate it. I'm going to duplicate it twice because I'm going to put one to the side. I might use that again in a minute, but this one I'm going to make a tab at the top. So I'm going to make it smaller. And then we're going to put it above the S, and that's going to be a tab so that we're going to join those together so that we'll have two sides. So I'm just going to make sure it's central. If I use my red line, it should tell me when it's in the middle. There you go. So it's in the middle there. So, and then I can select all and flatten those together. I'm just going to make that a bit bigger, unlock it, and I'm going to make it a little bit wider because you don't want it to be too flimsy. Because what we're going to do is when we duplicate this, we'll have two sides that are going to connect with that tab. So once we're happy, then we can select all and flatten. We are also going to duplicate it because we're going to make two sides. So if you go to the top and click on duplicate, and there they are next to each other. Now, because we want this double-sided, one is going to have to be the other way, so we're going to back to back them. So these need to be exactly the same size because we're going to flip them and line them up. So what we're going to do now is just get rid of all the debris for the moment, move that out of the way. we're going to move or select both of your sides and drag them smaller together, and that's really important because you want them to be exactly the same size. Then what we're going to do is pull one down here, and we're going to flip the other one, because your S's have got to fit back to back. So one S at the back will be like looking at the back of an S, if that makes sense. You can't have it the right way around because it's back to back, and they've got to be parallel so that they match up. Or you can, but they just won't match up. So you can see there that they're completely matched up. And once you're happy, you then select all and flatten. And then once you've done that, you've got your bookmark. So you've just got to drag it to size it so that your Cricut is happy that it's going to print and cut it and get the sizing right. So I'm going to duplicate this by 3. So I've made 3 with different letters, and I'm just going to show you exactly how I swapped out my letters, which was really easy. So I want to put the letter R in. I've got my 4 bookmarks there. So I'm going to click on this one and ungroup it. Well, unflatten, not ungroup. And then once I've done that, you might have to do it a few times, depending on how many times you've flattened it at different times. I'm going to get rid of the top, and I'm going to remove my S. Then all I'm going to do is pop my R in. So I'm going to drag it to the top in the sidebar, so it's in front of my back and my tab, and drag it in till I'm happy with where it goes. I'm not going to do the same on the other side, because there's no point unflattening the other side and taking it out. I might as well flatten this side, duplicate it, and then flip it. That is the easier way to do it, rather than just taking the R out of either side, because you've got to make sure they match up. And now I can flatten it again once I'm happy with the positioning, and flatten. What I can do now, I'm going to remove that S and put that R in there, and those 3 should fit on an A4 magnetic sheet so that I can print and cut them together. So I'm going to size them, and I'm going to select all and flatten again, just because then you can see if they're going to fit. So now we can see that they all fit, so we're going to send them to print and cut. I want to do the best settings possible, so I'm going to use system dialog, and when I go into system dialog, I am going to use best quality so that they print a really nice clear colour. And then when I send it to cut, when you go through your settings, there is a setting that is printable magnetic paper, so you want to select that setting on more, because you want it to cut right through. So we've put magnetic paper in to print our magnets. Now this magnetic paper is just brilliant, and here it is coming through, and I just love the idea that we're going to have double-sided bookmarks so that you've got the front and the back of your letter, and the qualities come out lovely, and there they are. So we're going to put those into cut. Now what's really important is you get them exactly the right way, the same as they appear on your design space. So they've got to go in that way, so you can't get them upside down. And now we are ready to cut. So here we go, we've got the printable magnetic sheet, and we're going to do that on and more. So we're cutting out, just to emphasise, make sure you get your magnets in the right way. That's really important. And here we are, cut out, so we can take the edges off. They're cut really well. So we're just going to peel those off gently. You don't want to drag them. And you can see now why we lined the patterns up, because it's all equal. Now it has gone off slightly there, but I think that's the light at the moment, whether it needs resetting, and you just fold them. And there you go. So the back is in reverse, but it has to be so that it fits reversible. The aim is that your monkey can tip up through the top of your book so that you can see him, because what's the point of having such a cute bookmark and not being able to see it? So we'll pop that in there, line that up, and there you go. These are adorable. Obviously you can push it right down, or you can just keep it there. They are brilliant. The great thing about these is that you can use them with any alphabet, any colour. It's just the fact of you welding your letter to the top of your pattern so that you've got your character at the top, and it's just about making reading a bit fun, isn't it? I love those. Look how cute that monkey is. So you can get the full alphabet and number set over on Extraordinary Chaos if you want to make your own monkey bookmark. And how did you find that? Isn't it easy? They're just so effective. I love the way that they're back to back and double-sided. So when it pops out, they're just a bit more novel and a bit more effective. And it's great that you can make them in all different themes to suit whoever you're making it for. So don't forget, I'm going to drop the link to the free alphabet, the monkey alphabet below. I'll drop the jungle set because there's a full jungle set. I think we've only got the elephant to come, which is adorable. And then I'm going to start on the farmyard next week. So keep an eye out for that. But we've also got the other themes, so have a look out for those. Thank you so much for crafting along with me. I will see you next time, and happy crafting.